Hello, this is the Champion of 116 doing April 2015 ban list predictions for cards that should either be removed, obviously, or put on the ban list. And some cards, honestly, I don't think should be put on, but if they want to do certain things, they're going to be on here, but I'll explain more when I get up to it. So, the first one is Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. Obviously, he should be limited to one or banned. Personally, I say limited to one, so they can still at least have a Dante to be able to mill cards off the deck, but not be able to spam them like they do all the time. Like if there's two of them on the field, one dies, they bring back the other one, and just keep on putting them back into the extra deck so they can keep on bringing them out. So keep it out. They're probably gonna put it at one or ban it completely. I don't want it banned completely because then it totally shuts the deck down completely. Not Dante. Burning Abyss also got a new support. It's not really that good in my opinion. It's a fusion monster. You need to use Poly in the deck to be able to even summon it, and they're not a fusion deck, they're an XYZ deck, so I don't see it being a thing. So obviously Dante is going to want a band, so let's move on. Final Countdown. Personally, I think this card should either go to 2 or to 3. I'm gonna say they would put it to 2 just to bump it up, but I think put it to 3 would be a little too much, because if you try to build a Final Countdown deck, you never draw Final Countdown. The Final Countdown could be exactly the last card on the bottom of your deck. You can't win. So, if there's two of them, it'll put up the likelihood of you actually getting it a little earlier. And even if it was up to 3, a lot of decks, even stall decks now, can't survive 10 of your own turns, or 10 of your opponent's turns equals 20 turns. So, not too many decks can survive, because Swords of Event Light just gets plucked. The only real thing is Battle of Fader and stuff like that. So, personally, I think this should go to 2 for now, and maybe the 3 in the next ban list. Exchange of Spirit. This should be unlimited. There's no real reason why this is even on the ban list anymore, because it's a worthless card. You and your opponent, I think, both need, like, I think 15 cards in your grave, 10 or 15, something like that. No, 5, I'm not sure. 5 or somewhere between both. So, yeah, something like that. And you have to pay 1,000 life points to activate this. There's no good point in this card. No one runs it now. No one, yeah, you need 15 cards, I see. So that gets rid of its old, what you would do with it. Oh, you'd mill it. What you would do is try to get it as fast as you could, activate it. Your card, if your opponent had no cards in the grave, next time they draw, they'd lose. That's a way you could use this. Or if you're running like a Light Sworn deck or something, maybe you'd want to do that. Switch your deck around back so you don't mill yourself to death. But you also have to pay 1,000 life points. So it should be unlimited. No one runs it. No one's going to run it at unlimited since they changed its effect. So moving on. Elemental Heal Stratos. I think this card should go at least to 1. The reason it's okay card, it basically replace Avion. When this card is normal or special summon, you can activate one of these effects. You can destroy spells and trap cards on the field up to the number of hero monsters you control except this card. So if you control another elemental hero, you can destroy one spell or trap, or one destiny hero, masked hero, something like that. Or you can add one hero monster from your deck to your hand. Only thing I can see with this is Poly. It helps you Poly, because if you have him and Poly, you can summon him, you instantly get any other hero. So you can already special summon one of the fusions, the wind fusions, instantly. But, personally, I think it should be at least to 1, so some people would be mad if it was at 3, so I'm just putting it at 1, mainly because Yu-Gi-Oh! Usually doesn't instantly move the cards from banned to unlimited. It's very rare. They did it a couple times on the last ban list, mainly with the Dragon Rulers, just switching it around. So I think it should just go to 1 for now and slowly bump its way back up. Unless someone finds a way to exploit it, then it should go back down, or sit where it's at. Necros of Trishula. Personally, this is the card that I hate the most with the Necros. He just can kill you utterly. Personally, I think this card should be limited to 1, because, yes, Bryanak he adds, but if you get the strong cards a little less of them, they can't keep on rebounding as easy if there's just less of them. Trishula has screwed me in so many situations that I just don't like it. So, I think it should be to 1. It just keeps on banishing everything. 1 from your grave, 1 from the field, and 1 from hand. It kills Exodia, it kills the stall, and it can kill a Light Sworn or any other deck like it. So that's why he should be limited to 1. Giant Trunade. This, only reason why I have Giant Trunade on here is because people are saying Hoppy Feather Duster or Heavy Storm is coming back. Personally, I don't see any of these coming back, but Giant Trunade, I'd say out of those 3, it would come back the most. Because Heavy Storm and Hoppy Feathers Duster, I don't see them coming back because they would utterly, if they do, I'm pretty sure they would, wipe out the Pendulum Scales. That would screw any Pendulum deck out there. That'd kill the Zephyrs, the Cleafords, anything. Performer Powers, whatever those no one runs. Like, it would just destroy them. But Giant Trunade would return them to the hand. Everyone's always saying, oh, we're worried about the back row. Well, this gets rid of the back row for you for 1 turn. It doesn't utterly make them... If it's a pure spell and trap deck, they're not useless for the rest of the duel. Sitting there, hopeless, trying to draw a new card that'll hopefully turn the tide of the duel. So, if... I'm gonna say no to Giant Trunade coming, in my opinion, should be nowhere. Neither should Hoppy Feathers Duster, neither should be Heavy Storm. But if they do choose to bring one of those in, I would go with Giant Trunade. Gateway of the Six Samurai should be limited to 1. Because it is a cheap card, but at 1, it's not really going to do anything, let alone them going to draw it every duel, so they can't rely on it. And the Six Samurais, with it at 1, they might probably be a tier 1 deck. No, not tier 1, tier 2, 3. I think they're already a tier 3 of something like that, considering some tier list. They'd be probably a middle of tier 2 with Gateway, so make them an actual higher ranked deck. I'm not a 6 Sam user, I personally actually hate them, but make them actually competitive with the Blackwings, because in my opinion they're like rival decks, so make them competitive with them. And make them competitive total, because Sheehan, he only has 25 attack points, which kinda hurts them, so a lot of decks like Necros just can punch him in the face and he's out. So Temple of the Kings, it should be unlimited. With it changing the ruling and all that, it should just be unlimited. Make Mystical Beast of Circuit maybe a deck again people can run, but no one really would want to, but I would just, to the heck of it, to say I have a Temple of the Kings deck, but it's not even that great of a card. It should be unlimited, so that's really it on it. And also, people run at least 2 MSTs in almost every deck anymore, so, and if Hoppy Feather Duster comes back, or there's another reason, it should be unlimited. Dark Magician of Chaos, again, this card should be unlimited, because when this card is normal or special summon, yes, you can add a spell card from your graveyard to your hand, but when this card leaves the field, it gets banished. So you can't just keep on bringing it back from the grave. I don't know, I'm guessing people keep on using the, you can special summon 1 banished card from, like, pay. It's basically you can pay life points as special summon from your grave. I think there's one just like it for banishment. I don't know exactly what it's called, and people could keep on bringing back Regeki. The only problem with this is how you're going to, even at unlimited, it's pretty hard to still make a deck around it. So I think it should be unlimited. Yes, you can keep on adding back Regeki and stuff like that, but they're gonna run out eventually. And he is a pretty strong monster, yes he is. But also if he's going against a 6 Sam deck, they're gonna negate your spells and traps of bringing him back from banishment. Unless you want to foolish burial him and then call the haunted him, but then after that, he will be banished anyway. But and also if he gets evac'd, he gets banished instead, because when this card leaves the field, wait, yeah, when it leaves the field, it gets banished. So evac it, it's banished. And also, if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, it's banished, which actually would be nice for today's format, going against maybe Dante, Shadol, stuff like that. It'd be nice against. So, yeah. Chaos Emperor Envoy Dragon of the End, I think should be put to 1. Personally, they have Gaga Cowboy out there for the final to shoot you dead when you're under 800 life points. He would be basically the same thing. So, but he's not an extra deck monster. He's not going to be able to be like, oh, I need this. He has under 800. After I just got done killing with attacks, let's overlay them and shoot you with Gaga Cowboy and get them mad. If anything, I don't see this card should be even on the... Well, I think it should be on ban list because it can kind of kill people, but I think it should be put to 1. It's not going to be a major threat at 1, so I don't see it. So Dragon Ravine should go to unlimited. It was for the Dragon Rulers, and the Dragon Rulers are done, basically. You can add 1 Dragoonity, well, send 1 Dragon-type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Yes, that's good for, Dragon Rulers, but they're not a deck no more. Just give the Dragoonities back the filled spell. Give it back to them. They need it. Dragoonities aren't that good anymore. Since the Serpent obviously should be unlimited. I never even seen why it's been banned. I don't know why. There probably is a good reason, but I think they changed its effect. I'm not sure this is the exact effect, but no one even tries to run it like Crush Card Virus. They throw it into any dark deck like Burning Abyss. They'll throw it in. This is like Exchange of Spirit. No one's gonna use it. Might as well make it unlimited. Okay. Ceasefire and Geometry should both go to 3. Because I think they should bring back the burn deck a little bit. It's not gonna kill anyone to put these to 3. It's gonna make the burn deck a little more threatening. And also, I forgot to add some pictures of cards. It just actually hit me. I forgot to put them in. But, Shadol's. Shadol Constructors should be either limited or banned. Hate the card. It's very annoying. If you don't know what it does, if it battles a special summon monster, it just gets destroyed instantly. So that should be banned or limited, the ones that they can't spam it as easy. And also they should limit the spell cards, the poly spell cards. I'm not sure the exact names, but the one that should definitely be limited or banned. You can infusion summon a monster by sending cards from your deck to the grave as poly materials for the monster. That, in my opinion, is one of the cheapest cards in the game. It should be banned, but it's probably going to get limited. So they can't do it as often. They can't poly every turn as easy, and they'll actually run out of polys in their deck. So most likely they'll probably end up adding Shadol runners will probably actually add poly into the Shadol decks eventually if the polys get hit too bad. Because Winter, it's not really a threat too much anymore. Definitely to Yosinjus, it does nothing. So does Construct doesn't really do anything to Yosinjus either, really. But yeah, I just forgot to add them. It just hit me when I was actually doing this. So that's all that I have for today. for my predictions. Please put your list below if you think some of these cards should not be taken off, or if there's other cards that should be put on. Please leave a comment down below. Please like, subscribe. This has been the Champion of Heart 16. I think that's it for predictions. Tomorrow I will be posting a top 10, another top 10. It'll be the last one because the month is ending here. So, been the Champion of Heart 16. Goodbye.